Hi, everyone. The time is 9:25. We're about to embark on the first of two 5 facts guests today, which will add up to 10 facts. It's where we get people, we ask people you're familiar with to share stories about themselves.
If you watch local news between 1978 and 2010, you probably recognize our first face, Don Shelby, sticking around after our first segment to join us for 5 facts. And we brought Ken in because he's such a big fan of Don and
he's a news
watched
guy.
him.
He is a news guy. I agree with that 100%.
Everyone, I feel like, knows you from television. You're doing theater now and doing fun stuff, but you didn't actually start out doing television.
No.
Share with us your first fact. This kind of surprised me.
I started out as a theatrical makeup artist. And I mean started when I was 10.
Oh.
I started because I fell in love with Lon Chaney Sr. I don't know if everybody remembers Lon Chaney Sr., but he was the Hunchback of Notre Dame and the Phantom of the Opera. And he used very crude materials, and I had crude materials at the house, and I kept trying to look like other people. I tried to look older. I created old age makeup, and again, my mother would say, "Get back in the house." And I dressed up because she had wigs and things like that. I dressed up often as a woman, and in fact, I went out one day, jumped out my window, came around, knocked on the door, and she said yes, and I said, "Avon calling," and she went, get in here right now." And so then I kept doing that, and I would do theater. I would the civic theaters and things like that, and I would even in high school I was doing makeup. And then I did makeup for opera when I was in college, and just I still do it. I do a Mark Twain show, and it takes 4 hours to do the makeup because it's prosthetics. And yeah, so people would not have guessed that makeup was my entree.
Such an art form.
Well, your second fact we touched on in the last segment a little bit was the stiletto story.
Yes.
So you walk perfectly in stilettos. I would say, unlike most people, so this is a performance of Rocky Horror.
Right.
Most people have never played basketball in stilettos, which is how you got started with that.
Yes, but I developed a pretty good jump shot because you can't jump off your heels. You have to run, you have to step and get on your toes so that the heels don't, and then that helped the jump shot because you were on your toes constantly.
Yep.
And playing defense was even harder. So it's hard to talk about high heel shoes and basketball defense. You probably have never had nor never will have a conversation about doing that with anyone.
No,
but they work with me. Might happen.
The only other person I've seen wearing high heel shoes and playing basketball with Ken Barlow.
For sure.
We go back a ways.
All right, let's get to your third fact. This is something I didn't know, but you suffered a stroke.
I suffered 4 strokes, and I suffered one in 2008. Then it took me about a month to recover. Fortunately, I didn't have any kind of disability that came about on that I could recognize. I did have some brain damage. Then 2 years later, another stroke. 2 years later, another stroke. 2 years later, another stroke. And the last stroke they hit my temporal lobe. The other ones had not caused very much damage, but this one touched my ability to speak, and then so I couldn't speak for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And it was really, really difficult to come back. And it was tough to come back, Ken. It was difficult to come back because it was not just the problem of speaking, but the depression that came with the idea that maybe I'll never be able to speak again.
Yeah, because I asked him how he dealt with all of this. He said you just can't let it get you down so far that you can't get up.
I'm just stubborn enough that, in fact, I worked with a speech pathologist, and I will mimic the exact way I spoke because half my tongue was and still is paralyzed. And so the only way I could speak was this way, because I had no control over my tongue. And I went in and I said to the speech path, I had something to show you. And she said, all right, go ahead. And I said, now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this sun of York, and all the clouds that loud upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean buried. Now our brows bound victorious wreaths, a bruised arms hung. And so I did Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And I expected to blow this woman's hair back with this performance. And she went, yeah, that's pretty common. And was kind of the reaction I had grown used to in my career, that unimpressed by me. And she said, no, Pete, see, I work with Alzheimer's patients and they can't remember their children's names, but they can sing their school fight song.
They can remember something from...
So that which you have memorized in your past is lodged in a different part of your brain that's unaffected by the damage
Speech.
done here. And so it's flowing in here.
That's really
So I had problem with acquisition. I could not think of a thing to say. And so I was learning Shakespeare, and I'd remembered a lot of Robert Frost poems, and I would just walk around the house just trying to say these things, and it helped me begin to speak again. But I had to find new ways of making sounds, consonants, because my tongue would still not work and still does not work. So I had to find, how do you say S when your tongue doesn't work? How do you say T and D? Because the T and the D is only 1/16 of an inch difference between where you place your tongue on your teeth. And my tongue just wasn't ready to do that. But and one real quick thing. So the stroke and COVID came at the same time, and I had never seen Outlander, and I love to do accents, but I could not ever do a Scottish accent. I tried to do a Scottish accent, but it would turn into an Irish accent. So I watched the first season, second season, third season, fourth. Then I watched them again, and I kept, and I couldn't make a trill, and you have to do that. So I would do da 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 da. And then one day, 3 months in, it was a great thing. And so, but I couldn't think of anything to say because I couldn't, that damage was, so I said, well, I know the Gettysburg Address. and so I thought, I'm going to do the Gettysburg Address like Jamie Fraser on Outlander. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty. And so I thought, and I started laughing. And I thought, my God, if Abraham Lincoln had delivered the Gettysburg Address in a Scottish accent like Mel Gibson, the war would have been over in 2 days.
Right?
Interesting.
Well, we're almost out of time, unfortunately, so we're going to hit your last 2 points very quickly. So this next fact, you spent 2 days hanging with Paul McCartney.
Yes. Well, that's an hour show right there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We'll have you come back to talk about that.
It was wonderful. I'll just say that. Yeah. I had an opportunity to, on a tour that he said he was going to do no press on, we had a sponsor at the station I used to work for who was also co-sponsoring this tour. And he said, I'll do the interview if I meet him. And so Barbara and I, my wife, flew down to Florida and stayed for 2 days because he said, I will not do an interview unless I get to know the guy.
With someone I don't know.
Oh, wow.
And so he made the choice. Okay, he can do the interview.
Nice.
Don, your last fact is the thing I hate the most is an uninformed opinion, and I'd say as a newsman, you have every right to have that. We'll leave it at that, huh?
Thank you. That is an informed opinion.
Don, it was so much fun to have you on today.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Thank you for joining
entirely.
us. Come back
Thank you.
anytime.